Morning everybody, welcome to another WEBBY'S Sports Roundup here on a Friday in 2023. And guess what? It's the last one of this year, can you believe it? The 12th month has gone so quick, or since April the 28th. Today, from here in my manor in CAIXESBBXXX, remember. Now, what we got today, shout outs, darts, news, 16 years of age, quality. Bit of rugby union scores from the Gallagher Premiership. We also got news from Lee Sobot, racing news for tomorrow. CD Tenerife, no fixtures this week, but there's a bit of information on the next up and coming game. Wrexham Football Club, we got one from Mr. Graham Matthias, top man. And top of that, we got Johnny Goggles, roving reporter in boxing. And we got Hendon and Chatham Football Club. What more do you want? WEBBY'S Sports Roundup. Right, let's kick off with the shout-outs. We've got quite a few today, some with a few tears and some that's going to be very happy. Foggy's been on my number 99, as you know. He's the man from the Oakwood in Leigh-on-Sea. Big shout-out to Hammy, my good pal Hammy, Man United fan from Catterick. How are you, Hammy? He's coming out next month on the whatever of January. Another good big shout-out to Man United. It's all Man United fans. Phil, he was out a few weeks ago. He's out again today, and we will be drinking when this goes out at 7 o'clock tonight. Phil, I'll see you later on. Get the beers in, son. Well, get a Heineken in anyway. We had a message from a guy called Kevin Weems, I think it is. He's out on the 3rd of January. He's over there in Playa Paraiso in our next little village. And he's out for 3 weeks, so he's going to come out and have a sherbet with me and my big pal Tim. See you in a minute. Right, now, very quickly. Last night, there was a massive football match. Well, there was two actually. Brighton smashed Tottenham 4-2, which is obviously Foggy's team, not a happy bunny. And the big one was Arsenal against West Ham United. A few of my pals went. I've had a few videos. I've had a good message, as you know, from Billy Mitchell EastEnders, good pal of mine. So he sends me all that this morning. But on top of that, Simon, my number 3, not a happy bunny. I've not spoken to him, not sent him a message. He would not be a happy bunny because they could have gone top of the table. And what happened? Because they don't, Liverpool, who were top, stay there. So my number 2, Terry, messaged me last night all the time. I fucking go to bed, son. So Liverpool, 2023 at this moment in time, top of the table. Warren, Terry, Simon, see you later. I'll get my handkerchief out. Right, there's your shout outs. Next thing, rugby union, the Gallagher Premiership last weekend. Wins for Bristol, Sale, Exeter, Bath, all the Southwest Country boys, and Northampton took on my boys at Kingsholm, Gloucester, and they ran out 31-29 winners. Gloucester Hastings, our number 10, had a chance for the penalty right at the minute, chance to win the game, and he hit it short. But they're starting to come back. So come on, Skivington, get it sorted. So it was Gloucester 29, Northampton 31. A little bit of darts news. Now, if you've been watching the World Darts, Ali Pali, oh, phenomenal. They shout, they scream, they swear, they drink, they do everything. It's been absolutely brilliant. And everybody knows now, unless you've been under the carpet, there's a 16-year-old Man United fan, again, would you believe? A young man called Luke, what's he called? Luke Littler, 16 years of age. He just does it for fun. Okay, he's in the last 16. He takes on either Williams or Barneveld, who's won the World Championship before, and he's waiting for that today. That's going to happen. So that, I think they play tomorrow or Sunday. So good luck to that young man. First time ever a 16-year-old lad has ever been in the last 16 of the PDC World Darts Championship. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And don't forget, the final is on the 3rd of January. Price, that tough little cookie, he got knocked out in the 32, round 32, last 32 against Dolan, who beat him last night, and he was the 2021 PDC World Darts Champion. So he's out. Right, I think it's time for a little bit of boxing news. Last week, 23rd, 2 magnificent fights in the heavyweight division. I'm going to let Johnny Goggles, the main man, my roving reporter, take it away. Johnny, take it away, son.
Hello everyone, it's me, Johnny Goggles, and I'm back again for another WEBBY'S Boxing Roundup. I hope everyone had a lovely Christmas. Nice short one for me today. I just want to touch on and have a little chat about last weekend's boxing, the Day of Reckoning from Saudi Arabia, and what a card it was. I thoroughly enjoyed it and some great performances. So I'm just going to recap the results. So first, Filip Hrgović picking up a first round stoppage. Sanchez getting a stoppage in the 7th. Daniel Dubois finishing it right at the end of the last round, the 10th, and I was really impressed with Daniel Dubois. Caballel picking up a 4th round stoppage, which I was really impressed with against a massive opponent. Jai Altaya, first round stoppage against Elisoro. Again, can't stop him. That's why, in my opinion, he's the best cruiserweight at the moment. AJ getting the win on the 5th, looked a lot better, and I was impressed with him as well. Bivol getting the decision, again, one of my favourites at the moment. And in my opinion, the fight of the card was Joseph Parker, Deontay Wilder, with Parker getting a decision, the majority decision, at the end of the 12th. And I was impressed. People were writing him off, and he steps up and he boxed amazingly. So that's the results of the Day of Reckoning. It was a great card, and I really hope that we can have something like that again in the future. But we have got Tyson Fury Usyk coming up in February, hopefully. So there's no boxing this weekend, as I said. So that's it from me for this week. I'll be back next week with some more boxing news and fight coverage. And I would like to wish everyone a Happy New Year. So don't forget, if you like what you see and like what you hear, please like and subscribe to WEBBY'S Sports Roundup. And it's free.
Cheers, Johnny. Absolutely top man. We're going to wait for us against the big man Tyson now in February, who I believe that whoever wins that is the #1 of the world in boxing. Right. CD Tenerife. When winter comes, okay, over the Christmas period, there's no fixtures. But there's one massive fixture coming up next week, a week on Sunday, on the 7th of January. It's a 9 p.m. kickoff. It's the Copa del Rey, which is the equivalent to the FA Cup in England, okay? And we've been lucky to have been drawn against our fierce rivals, Gran Canaria, okay? We play in yellow. Now, please don't keep asking me for tickets, okay? I've had so many messages, Webby, can you get me a ticket? Can you get me a ticket? If you were to join their club, there was a possibility. They all go to season ticket holders first, and they can buy another one. So I've asked my pal, Chris Todd, who you know and I know is the general of the Armada, sir. Might be able to get 1 or 2, but obviously, because I look after him, he looks after me. Might have a couple for myself and one of you, but we'll play the game. So please, no more messages for any tickets. All I'm going to say is, Vamos Tenerife, let's beat Gran Canaria, our fierce rivals, a week on Sunday. Right, that's your bit of football news from Tenerife, our local island. Racing news. 2 bad ones last week. It's always tough in over here when you got Kempton Boxing Day and so forth. All the big Aintree, ACCOUT, never going to be easy. So we had 2 losers last week, but we're still well in profit. Spoke to him this morning, Lee Sobot. He said, Webby, been busy myself, so he's dug one out and he's given us for tomorrow Captain Teague. 3 p.m. at Newbury. It's about 7-2, second favourite. So he thinks it's got a great, outstanding chance. Okay, so just again, Captain Teague, 3 p.m. at Newbury. It's about 7-2, second favourite. Spoke to a good friend of mine, a man from Sky Sports, who's one of the presenters. He's going to send you a message. Matty, send us a message, big man.
I love to watch WEBBY'S Sports Roundup in Tenerife. Boom.
This time to go to Division 2 over there in England, Wrexham. The big boys from America and Canada bought the club a couple of years ago, and they're absolutely flying. Had a great start, bit of a dip in the mid-season. Now they're coming back to a bit of form. Have they got money for January? We will soon see. So I've spoken to my pal Graham Mathias. He goes home, away, he goes everywhere, follows them. So I said, do us another little video, please, and give me an update on Wrexham Football Club. And he said, Webby, not a problem. So Graham, do it for me. Take it away. My roving reporter from Wrexham Football Club in Division 2, England.
Hi Webby. A little later than promised, with the hectic Christmas period upon us, but time for another catch-up from the Racecourse Ground in Wrexham. Since my last update, the club have continued their positive return to league football, picking up 16 points from a possible 21 in the last 7 league outings, despite undergoing a not insignificant injury crisis, with as many as 11 of the first team squad at various stages missing games through injury and suspension. This has enabled us to come out of the Christmas fixtures sitting second in the league with a game in hand over top dogs, Stockport County. That said, the promotion and playoff places still look tight, with surprise package Barrow pushing hard alongside Mansfield, Crewe, Wimbledon and our old adversaries, Notts County. With 23 league games now played, the racecourse ground is slowly turning into the fortress it became for us last season, with 9 victories, 2 draws and a solitary defeat in the 12 league games played so far this season. This form could prove significant, as 5 of the 6 teams currently around us for the promotion and playoff places all must visit the racecourse before the end of the season. So maintaining that home form could prove crucial. One negative area, however, remains the discipline situation that I touched upon last time. The Boxing Day victory over Swindon saw us suffer our 4th red card of the season, and though many fans argue that red cards given against their teams are harsh, I do have to say at least 3 of our red cards are hard not to justify. It's certainly something we need to see improvement in as we get closer to the crunch part of the season. On the fans front, delays in the start of the construction of the new 5,500 seater stand on the Kop end of the ground means tickets remain difficult to secure for home fixtures. Therefore, the club have decided to invest in a temporary structure in that part of the ground to house an additional 2,300 fans for the remainder of this season and make the racecourse ground a 4-sided stadium for the first time since 2007, taking the overall matchday capacity to 12,800. Before this season ends, we could see the highest league attendance at the ground since 15,600 fans saw Dixie McNeil and Mick Vinter put Chelsea to the sword in a 2-0 victory back in December 1979. With the January transfer window just around the corner, thoughts are now moving to what comings and goings we may see at Wrexham. As always, the club themselves are giving very little away as to their recruitment plans, but rumours abound that we will see movement both in and out of the club before the window closes again. Top of every Wrexham fan's wish list is the signature of goalkeeping loanee Arthur Okonkwo, who has proven a revelation since joining the club from Arsenal. Rumour has it he has access to requirements at Arsenal and will be made available when his contract expires at the end of the season, but I have no doubt a goalkeeper of his quality will attract interest from clubs much higher up in the league pyramid as well. So far, our ownership has never been shy at targeting the players they want, no matter who they play for, and have proven very persuasive in selling their vision to those targets. Let's hope that's true on this occasion also. Another striker is also thought to be on the radar, though ex-Harrogate player Luke Armstrong, who nearly joined Wrexham at the end of the summer transfer window, will not be that player, having recently signed a pre-contract agreement with Carlisle. Some interesting names being circulated among sections of the fan base, some probably reflecting more hope than reality, but you never know these days. Talk also abounds of another central defender coming in, as cover for that position being a problem lately through long-term reoccurring injuries to both Aaron Hayden and Jordan Tunnicliffe. Out of the club could be several Finns players currently not in the first team squad, but who nevertheless have proven themselves to be capable league players. This includes the likes of Callum McFadden, Bruce Hosanna, Liam McAlinden and Billy Waters. Time will tell if any of this comes to fruition, but anyone leaving the club will go with the best wishes of every Wrexham fan, having been a part of what has been a fantastic period in the club's history. That's about it for now, and it just leaves it for me to give a big shout out to Webby for inviting me to make this update. And remember, if you like what you hear and you like what you see, subscribe today to WEBBY'S Sports Roundup from sunny Tenerife. It's free on YouTube, bringing you the very latest sports chat and gossip. So until the next time, diolch yn fawr and nos dda.
Cheers, Gray. Fantastic, mate. Absolutely superb. Great bit of information. Come on, Wrexham. Got to catch Stockport County. Okay, Edgeo Park, boys. It's going to be very, very tight to the end of the season. There's 1 or 2 teams all around. It's going to be very tight and not easy. But good luck to you, big man. Right. Bit of non-league football. I try and pick a couple of teams every year, which is what I'm going to do. This year, as you know, I've picked up 2 from London area, Hendon and Chatham Town. Now, Hendon, don't forget, is managed by Lee Allinson. His father is Ian Allinson, ex-Arsenal footballer, played, as you know, 80 to 90 time, scored against Liverpool in FA Cup semi-final. He's out in a couple of weeks' time, so I'm going to get him down here, have a small interview. Cracking lad he is. So we're trying to get all the Hendon footballers to follow our club. Right, last week they took on Plymouth Parkway, lost at home 2-0. Didn't play very well, had some chances, he says, but no points for that one. But during the week on Boxing Day, and I did see this on my phone, I watched 14 minutes of highlights, and they played superb. They played away to Harrow Borough, and they beat them by 3-1. There's just number 11, Kai, I think his name is. Great little player. He's a bit like one of the Coventry players, Callum O'Hare. Cracking little player, scored a goal. So well done, that man. And Hendon beat Harrow 3-1, 3 points on the board. And the table will be up on my left-hand side. Over to Chatham Town, they went away to Kingstonian, who was about 5th bottom. As you know, Chatham beat top of the table Hornchurch last week. They went to Kingstonian and they beat them by 3-1. So, and they get some great crowds at Chatham. So well done to Chatham Town, 3-1, 3 points on the board. And I'm going to get Tim to put the table up in front of me so you can see where they are in the league. Right, I think that's all on that situation. We're going to get through it very quick. We've got coffee coming up very soon. Just 1 or 2 little things I'm going to say. First and foremost, as you know, this is my last Friday show before 2024. So I'm going to give the chance, and I want Tim to come round to me as well. Tim, please. It's just time. Oh, what's your head? I think it's just time to wish everybody on my show, Tim, a Happy New Year, big man. There's my hand, there's my heart.
Yeah.
Thanks for everything you've done for me.
No problem, man.
Happy New Year from...
Happy New Year from me.
And Happy New Year from me. We've had an absolutely cracking 6, 7, 8 months, and hopefully it will carry on and we'll get bigger and better on your show as well. Okay?
Don't forget to like, subscribe and ring that little bell for notifications for when Webby uploads new content.
Where did that come? Where did that come?
I don't know, I'm channeling Yuri, my Russian friend, you know.
Your words got muddled, didn't
My
it?
words got Russian, yeah.
Happy New Year.
I know where your house lives.
Happy New Year to Timmy and Christine, absolutely
I'm banging
super.
the edge.
And we're going for a compliment. Go on, start off now. You've done you a bit. Happy New Year to all my viewers and all my subscribers. Listen, who would have known in 6, 7 months that I'd get over 1,500 subscribers? You must be mad or you must be sad to watch me every single week. But I love it. It's my passion. All right? And a happy Christmas for last week to everybody, okay? Right, but before we go, as we say, subscribers, down below, press that button in the link and what have you. Comments. That's what I want. I had a big comment from this gentleman this morning about the video I did yesterday. It was that long. There must have been 1,000 words. I've read half of them. I've got to read the other half. It's fantastic. So thank you very much for making the effort for doing that. Love it to bits. Right. Happy New Year to all the people and the volunteers from F.A.C.T fighting against cancer in Tenerife. And I'll be there in a couple of weeks' time on the first Monday of the month after New Year to discuss various things that what we're going to do, what they're going to do, and my little help for next year. But before we go, as you know, with regards to my charity auction, there was 2 items that I've still got that I cannot pass on to people, but they've not got in touch. Send them a couple of emails. The first one is a guy called Steve McQueen. He made the highest bid for the football shirt. That's number 1. So Steve, if you're listening or watching or anybody knows him, please get in touch, make a comment below or to email Tim. Or number 2, and number 2 is WJ Care, who made the offer for the TT book, obviously for the TT racing over the Isle of Man. That's the other one. So if you're listening or watching or somebody knows of you, please get in touch because we would love to have your money for a fact. And as soon as we have that, we need your address and we will send the item over to you. It is as simple as that. I think, Timothy, I think it's time for coffee. My last words is going to be, my manor, save the Tenerife, CAIXESBBXXX. Looking forward to 2024. Going to wish everybody with passion a merry and a happy New Year. As you know, I'm looking forward to other people coming out in January, especially Foggy. So don't forget, Facebook page. If you haven't gone on there, Webby Sports Roundup, click onto the Facebook page. So for me, Webby, I'm a good pal to him. Love you loads, and I'll speak to you next Friday or before. Take care.